Hey guys, this is more of a serious video. I just wanted to talk about bullying and my experience with it. Um, so when I entered, I just want to say even preschool, um, I've always been that person who is out of the ordinary. Um, I don't know what about it was, but I hated being part of the main group. It was super hard getting along with other kids because of that. I got made fun of for just a majority of things, and it went to a part in early elementary school where I got made fun of for the stupidest crap, like for making mistakes a lot. I used to make a lot of mistakes back in early elementary school, like not the mistakes like, oh, that's a stupid mistake, or like, oh, you did drugs or something like that, or smoked. I mean, that would be weird as like an early elementary kid. I'm talking about like I would make mistakes in like my assignments, and I would always mess up. Like, I wouldn't do something right and the teachers would get mad at me, and then I would get really sad and feel like I didn't do a good job. The kids would tell the teachers that I wasn't doing something right. And I remember when I was in second grade, I was making these, making a habitat, a panda-like habitat, and from my understanding is what we were supposed to make, like a house for an animal. And I chose panda. So I decided to make a house for the panda, and it was like a panda house, like just a giant face of a panda, and that was his house. And I remember a bunch of kids telling the teacher that I was doing it wrong, and then I got in trouble saying, "Oh, you're doing it wrong. You need to start over." So I started over. And then there was another time in that same year where it was right before Christmas time, and we had to make this weird link thing. I don't know what it's called, but everyone probably knows what I'm talking about. And I didn't know how to glue it right, and the teacher yelled at me because I didn't know how to do it right, and she didn't help me at all. She just yelled at me, and I just broke down and started crying, saying, "Sorry, I don't know what to do." And I felt stupid. And then after second grade, I moved to a more like city type area, not even like full city, but a little bit more of a bigger town. And that only made it worse, being the new kid and getting made fun of because I have a brother. I have a twin brother. I got made fun of for that, for being a twin. And I got made fun of for the color of my skin a lot. I would always go home in tears, and it was hard for me to find friends. And when I could, they didn't last, or they weren't very good friends. And it was just really rough for me. I couldn't find friends. And in school, I was still out of the ordinary, except this time my fashion statement proved it. And I would wear heavy coats everywhere, even in the sun. And no one got that, and no one understood, and in a way, I kind of understood, but didn't understand. It was something that only I could get. And I moved back to that old town as soon as middle school started, and it was hard. Kids would make fun of me for mistakes I made back in elementary school. And this time, it was hard because you get remembered for those things, and you still aren't perfect, and you're still out of the ordinary, and people treat you so alien-like, and it hurts. I got made fun of a bunch in 6th grade. I made a friend who I didn't know was my friend, and he just turned on me. High schoolers would throw stuff at me out of their car. I would get followed, and I would be sexually harassed a lot by the bigger, more tougher kids in my grade, and maybe more middle schoolers. And also that friend I was talking about earlier, who's not my friend anymore, he would follow me home and beat me up. And then when I'd go to the office and tell about it, right after it, he would threaten me. He would lie to the counselors saying that I did the things that he did to me. And and he would threaten me after him, saying, if you do it again, I'm going to beat you up. Then the last day of 6th grade came, and he said, I'm going to follow you home and beat you up. So I hid in a store, and then called my mom since I didn't have a phone then. I went to the library and asked to use their phone. And this was a long time ago. And just throughout middle school, I would get made fun of for the way I dressed because I wore big coats still in the sun and stuff. And kids would make fun of me, and it really hurt. And kids now in high school, it just gets worse and worse for me. I'm still out of the ordinary. I'm not like everyone else. This year, kids tell me how I was weird in middle school, and they thought I was like weird and lame in middle school. And even though I agree with them, it still hurts them telling me this. And freshman year was fine for me. I did well in school. No one really made fun of me. But this year as a sophomore, it got really hard. I get bullied almost every day. I always get told to kill myself. But I guess that's a challenge for all of us people who dress like this. I painted my nails, and kids pretty much just got scared of me, and they started calling me names. They called me weird, and they just kept calling me more names. And kids would ask me why I did it. And it's because I can, and I don't give a shit what you guys think. If I paint my nails or not, I'm going to do it because it's my body and I'm going to do what I want to it. And kids would push me off seats on the bus. They would just be complete assholes, and it really hurts because I don't know whatever I'd done to them, and it's been that way ever since preschool started, that I was always the one out of the ordinary. And no one really attempts to try to forget it. Because maybe we're not all that different, maybe we're similar. But people every day is just another reminder of how we were born different. My school says they're the world's greatest high school, and that they are accepting towards everyone when they can't even accept people at all. I see a lot of other kids get bullied in the halls. And how dare they call themselves the world's greatest high school if they can't even keep up to what they're doing? They can't keep up to bullying. They can't stand up to anything. It makes me just feel hopeless. I'm sorry for being really down. It's just that it's been really bugging me. And a couple of my friends attempted suicide this year. Like 2 close friends. And I just want to know when it's just the pain stops. Well, thanks for watching this video, I guess. I'll see you guys later.